Imagine a day when the sky itself turned against the Earth, raining down destructive power that dwarfed any human-made weapon. This isn't the plot of a science fiction novel, but a real event that took place over a century ago. On a seemingly ordinary summer morning in 1908, the serenity of the remote Siberian forest was shattered. A tremendous explosion ripped through the air, its force so powerful that it flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of dense forest. The shock waves were so strong they were felt as far away as the United Kingdom. Even more staggering was the fact that, despite the magnitude of the devastation, no impact crater was ever found. This mysterious occurrence, known as the Tunguska event, took place near the Podkamenaya Tunguska River in Siberia, a location so remote that it took nearly 20 years for the first scientific expedition to reach it. The explosion was estimated to be about 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Yet there was no evidence of a meteorite, no fragments of an alien spaceship, nor any other tangible evidence to explain this colossal explosion. The Tunguska event is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Theories have ranged from a meteorite or comet exploding in the Earth's atmosphere to more outlandish ideas, like a black hole passing through the Earth or an experiment gone wrong by Nikola Tesla. Yet, despite over 100 years of investigation and speculation, the cause of the Tunguska event remains elusive. The absence of an impact crater and the lack of physical evidence have left scientists baffled, sparking intrigue and fascination worldwide. But what could cause such an explosion, leaving no trace of impact? The mystery had only just begun. The first to notice something amiss were not on the ground, but in the sky. Scientists from different corners of the globe started reporting strange atmospheric disturbances a mere few days after the event. There were bizarrely glowing skies, so bright that people could read newspapers at midnight, without any artificial light. Even more peculiar were the reports from people thousands of miles away who claimed to hear sounds resembling distant artillery fire. But it wasn't until nearly 20 years later that the world began to understand the magnitude of what had happened. A Russian mineralogist named Leonid Kulik, intrigued by the tales of a massive explosion and a forest reportedly flattened, embarked on an expedition to the remote Tunguska region. The journey was no easy feat. Kulik and his team had to traverse inhospitable terrain, facing harsh Siberian weather and the wary Evenki natives who believed the area to be cursed. But what they found was nothing short of astonishing. Upon reaching the site, the team was confronted with an eerie landscape. An enormous area, roughly 2,000 square kilometers, was a desolate wasteland. Trees lay flattened in a radial pattern, away from what seemed to be the epicenter of the explosion. Yet there was no impact crater to be found. It was as if something had exploded in mid-air with a force powerful enough to flatten the forest below, but without leaving any other trace of its existence. Kulik's expedition collected numerous eyewitness accounts, took photographs, and gathered data, but the cause of the Tunguska event remained a mystery. No fragments of a meteorite, typically left behind after such an event, were discovered. Even more baffling was the absence of an impact crater, which further complicated the attempts to explain the event. Despite the lack of clear evidence, Kulik's findings were a significant first step towards understanding the Tunguska event. His expedition marked the beginning of a century-long scientific quest to unravel this enigma. But as is often the case with the greatest mysteries, Kulik's expedition left the scientific community with more questions than answers. With a mystery this large, theories were bound to abound. And abound they did, each one more intriguing than the last, woven into the tapestry of the Tunguska event's enigma. The first theory proposed was that of a meteorite impact. It was a logical assumption to make, given the cataclysmic damage. The force that could flatten over 2,000 square kilometers of Siberian forest must have been tremendous, akin to nature's own version of a nuclear explosion. But this theory immediately hit a roadblock. Despite extensive searches, no impact crater was found, nor were there any substantial fragments of a meteorite. This left scientists scratching their heads, pondering if, perhaps, it was a meteorite that exploded in the atmosphere. This led to the second theory, a comet. Comets are largely made up of ice, and as they approach the sun, they heat up and start to evaporate. If a comet had exploded over Tunguska, it would have caused a massive shockwave, but would not have left any substantial debris or a crater. To investigate this, scientists conducted soil and tree ring analyses. They found an increased level of certain elements in the soil and abnormal growth in trees, indicative of a sudden intense burst of heat and light. This supported the comet theory, but it was not definitive proof. Then, in a leap from the realms of science to science fiction, came the theory of a mini black hole. Some proposed that a tiny primordial black hole might have passed through Earth, causing the explosion. While tantalizing, this theory is largely dismissed by the scientific community due to lack of evidence. Finally, we arrive at the theory that stirs the imagination like no other, an extraterrestrial spaceship. Some propose that an alien craft experienced a catastrophic failure or detonation over Tunguska. Witnesses reported seeing a cylindrical object in the sky just before the explosion, adding fuel to this fiery theory. However, despite the allure of this idea, it remains largely in the realm of speculation and folklore, with no concrete evidence to support it. Investigation after investigation, theory after theory, the Tunguska event continues to bewilder. Each theory brought its own set of evidence, but none could definitively explain the Tunguska event. This mysterious event, that occurred over a century ago, remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in the history of our planet. A riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. A testament to the fact that sometimes truth can indeed be stranger than fiction. Over a century later, the Tunguska event still captivates scientists and laypeople alike. That's right. Even though it's been over 100 years since that massive explosion flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of Siberian forest, the intrigue surrounding this event has not waned. The Tunguska event has captured the imagination of people around the world and has become a staple in popular culture. It's been referenced in countless movies, books and video games, an echo of the past that continues to resonate with us today. From the hauntingly beautiful descriptions in Thomas Pynchon's novel Against the Day to the thrilling adventures in the video game Tomb Raider Underworld, the Tunguska event has been immortalized in a myriad of ways. But it's not just in the realm of fiction that the Tunguska event continues to make waves. The scientific community remains deeply invested in unraveling the mystery of what really happened on that fateful day in 1908. Researchers around the globe are still digging into the data, using modern technology and scientific advancements to get closer to the truth. Recent discoveries have added more layers to this complex puzzle. For instance, a team of Italian researchers in 2007 found microscopic particles of extraterrestrial origin in the peat layers dating back to the time of the event. This finding has given more weight to the theory that the Tunguska event was caused by an asteroid or a comet. In addition, scientists are also studying the Tunguska event to better understand the potential dangers posed by asteroids and comets. The event serves as a stark reminder of the power of these celestial bodies and the devastation they can cause. Though the Tunguska event remains a mystery, its story serves as a reminder of the boundless curiosity and relentless pursuit of knowledge that defines humanity. So, as we continue to delve into the enigma of the Tunguska event, it's not just about solving a century-old puzzle. It's also about enriching our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. The Tunguska event, a powerful reminder of the forces beyond our control, continues to baffle and intrigue. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've delved into. Over 100 years ago, in the remote Siberian wilderness, a colossal explosion occurred, flattening over 2,000 square kilometers of dense forest. Yet, mysteriously, no impact crater has ever been found. The first explorers on the scene discovered a landscape forever altered, but no conclusive cause for the event. Theories abound, from a meteorite to a mini black hole, each as fascinating and puzzling as the next. Despite the time that has passed, interest in the Tunguska event remains undiminished, with researchers from all corners of the globe still drawn to its enigma. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of our universe, perhaps one day we will finally uncover the truth behind the Tunguska event.